There is an Indian cuisine, Chinese cuisine, but in India, there is Indo-Chinese as well. Many of you may not be aware of it. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's neither Indian nor Chinese. It's like Chinese food with Indian spices. If you love Chinese food, you must be cringing a lot by that statement. Believe me, sometimes I do that as well, but it's one of my favorite things to eat in India. In fact, you can find these Indo-Chinese dishes in the Indian restaurants in the US as well. Not as good as what you would find in India, but it's alright. We're going to make one of those Indo-Chinese dishes in this video. It's Gobi Manchurian. Gobi is a Hindi word for cauliflower, and Manchuria is a place in China. Forget about the name and just call this popcorn cauliflower. The closest Chinese dish for this would be a General Tso's chicken. I'm using cauliflower instead of chicken. It's deep fried, sauteed or tossed up in some sauce. The sauce is not going to be the same when compared to General Tso's. It's a different sauce, but it's going to be good. Let's do this. To start with, we need cauliflower, obviously. Cutting one of these is very easy. Remove the leaves and twist the stem couple of times. It comes right off. Usually this works, but it did not work this time. The stem is too short to get a good grip. So I put few incisions in the stem and twisted again. It comes off to reveal this network of cauliflower florets connected via branches. Simply cut the branches to get the florets. And try to cut all these florets into the same size. Some of them are going to be too big, so cut them in half. And you'll be left with some smaller ones as well. I keep them separate so that I can cook all of them at the same time or not overcook. Keep the florets aside for now and let's make the batter for this. 2 to 3 cloves of garlic and about an inch of ginger, grated. Instead of grating, you can use a tablespoon of ginger and garlic paste as well. 100 grams of all-purpose flour, 75 grams of cornstarch, 15 grams of salt, few cranks of black pepper, red chili powder according to your taste. You can use paprika if you want. About a tablespoon of garam masala, juice of half a lemon and some club soda. You can use regular water if you want. But before that, mix all the dry ingredients first. Once all the ingredients are mixed up, add about 310 milliliters of club soda. You can use regular water or you can use beer as well if you want. The bubbles in the club soda create pockets of air that expands under heat, giving the final product a lighter texture. Not just lighter, that expanded pockets of air make the final product crispier and it's going to absorb less oil. I used about 310 milliliters of club soda here. Don't add all of that liquid at once. The consistency of this batter should be thinner than pancake batter and it should coat the cauliflower and stick to it. So you may have to adjust the quantity of club soda or any other liquid you use. Also, give it a taste and adjust the salt or other spices according to your taste. Now all you have to do is just dip the cauliflower florets in the batter and fry them in 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius oil. I use this oil to deep fry something else some other day. I'm using the same oil. Let the oil come to the temperature and fry the cauliflower for about 4 to 5 minutes. Be careful when you're deep frying and don't overcrowd. If you overcrowd, temperature of the oil is going to drop, cauliflower absorbs more oil and the cook times vary. So don't do it. And if you're not comfortable using your hand, use a fork or tongs. After about 5 to 6 minutes, take them out and place them on a wire rack to remove the excess oil. Continue frying the rest of the cauliflower. I'm going to double fry these just to get that extra crispiness. You don't have to do this, but if you want to do it, increase the temperature of oil to 375 degrees Fahrenheit or 190 degrees Celsius and fry them for another 2 to 3 minutes. Just don't burn them. And again, take them out and place them on a wire rack to remove the excess oil. This double frying definitely increases the crispiness. So if you have time, just double fry them. It's going to take just few extra minutes. And that's it. These are good to go as is. Just plate them up with some sauce. I usually mix 2 parts of hot sauce, 1 part mayonnaise and 1 part ketchup. You can eat this just like this with this sauce. These are crispy, spicy and really good. A spicy popcorn cauliflower. If this is what you want, you can just stop watching the video right now and go make some of these. But if you want to make that Indo-Chinese Gobi Manchurian, cut an onion into 4 quarters and cut them in half, and then peel the layers of that onion. Cut a bell pepper as well in the same size as the onion. I'm using green bell pepper, but you can use any color you want. 1 or 2 green chilies according to your taste. You can skip these if you want. 2 to 3 cloves of garlic, finely chopped. An inch of ginger, cut into juliennes, and scallions as well. I did not show it here, but I've cut some spring onions as well. If you have a wok, use it. I don't have one, so I'm using a 10-inch skillet. Heat about 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil and saute garlic and white part of the scallions for a minute before adding the green chilies. Saute these for 1 or 2 minutes, and while that's going on, make a corn slurry. Mix 2 tablespoons of cold water in 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. You don't want any lumps in there, so mix it up thoroughly. Now add 2 to 3 dried red chilies and the other cut vegetables, onions, bell peppers and the ginger juliennes. Save some ginger for the end. Saute these for like just 2 to 3 minutes on medium to high heat. You don't want to cook these completely, you still want to preserve that crunch from the vegetables. So saute these for 2 minutes and add 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of tomato ketchup, 2 tablespoons of any hot sauce, 1 tablespoon of hoisin sauce and 2 tablespoons of vinegar. Mix it up, add about 1 cup of water and simmer it for 1 or 2 minutes. Now add 1 tablespoon of corn slurry we made to thicken up the sauce. You don't want this too thick, so don't add all the corn slurry at once. The sauce should coat the back of a spoon, so add it accordingly, a teaspoon at a time. Also, taste the sauce and adjust according to your taste. Maybe more soy sauce, more vinegar, or however you like it. Once the sauce reaches the desired consistency, add the fried cauliflower florets and toss them for just 1 minute. Toss them up and finish it off with some green onions. And that's it, plate it up. When I tasted this for the first time, I was really surprised by how good this tastes. And this is not a Chinese dish. There is no such thing as Gobi Manchurian in Chinese cuisine. It's fried cauliflower coated with some flavorful sauce. Like I said in the beginning, forget about the origin and just cook this. This is really good. You get the best of both worlds, Chinese food and Indian spices. I cannot tell you how good these are. Give it a try. Hope you liked the video. If you did, drop a like, share the video, and consider subscribing. I'll see you next time. Hopefully sooner this time.